Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com. Today I want to show you how to do the crochet stitches for this really cute baby blanket I made. I do have the pattern with 3 different suggested sizes on it on the website. It's all free. But this one here that I've made is the smallest because I just had one skein left. And it's just a 26 by 26 with the border. Here's the border on it. It's a 2 double crochet together cluster. That's what it is, just one round of border. And then this is just one Caron cake from Yarnspirations, and it's done in the V-stitch. So this is great for a beginner. It's great to use up your yarn. I started with 1 whole skein. It's a Caron cake, I should say. This is what I have left. And the color I use today is Beachglass, and it calls for a H 5.0 millimeter hook, but I used an I 5.5 millimeter hook. That's what I've used today for this. So I just want to show you the basics, how to work this, and we'll get going. You work your pattern in multiples of 3. So we'll get our loop on our hook here, and we'll work just a small swatch. I don't know, maybe 15 stitches we'll do, and then I'll show you just a little bit on how to do the border, okay? So we'll do our chain stitches. I got this a little bit tight, my slip knot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we have that done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to work a V-stitch in the 4th chain from the hook. So we're going to not count the loop on the hook, but we're going to count 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip those, and we're going to work in that 4th. And we're going to yarn over, and we're going to, all in the same stitch here, in that 4th chain, we're going to work a double crochet, and then a chain 1, and then yarn over and a double crochet right in that same spot. Okay, and this is how it looks so far. It's kind of tipped here, but you got like a V-stitch. That creates a V-stitch. Once we get this first row done, this is really a nice pattern to work if you want to watch TV, or, you know, it's kind of mindless, because while you have to count your stitches for your V-stitch, you're just working inside the V-stitch all the other subsequent rows. This pattern is just a repeat of row 2. So we're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2. In the 3rd chain, we're going to work another V-stitch. So we're going to yarn over, work a double crochet. I apologize if you can hear my cough drop rattling around in my mouth. Chain 1. I've been sick this week, and I have this pattern written, and I want to get it out to you folks. So anyway, so here is another V-stitch. Skip 2, 1, 2. In the 3rd, work another V-stitch, which is a double crochet. Chain 1. Yarn over and work that other double crochet. And these holes on the bottom here are a little bit big and wonky. Don't worry about that. When we come on back on the bottom side to do our double crochet 2 together, that's going to kind of, they won't be so wonky and big. It'll kind of disappear. I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so we have another 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3rd stitch. Work our V-stitch. Chain 1. Okay, now what we're going to do is we have 1 skip chain here, and then we're going to work a double crochet in our last stitch. Okay, oops, if I can't even seem to get it on. Here we go. And this completes row 1. I'm going to set this down so you can see it. Here's row 1. It's your V-stitches. We skipped these here, did a double crochet at the end, and then we did our V-stitches on every 3rd row, or 3rd chain stitch, okay? And now you can either chain 2 and turn, or you can turn it and chain 2, however you like to do it. But you're going to have what's called 2 turning chains. I generally like to turn it and chain 2, because I find if I chain 2 first and I turn it after, I tend to stretch and pull these tighter. So I try and turn it, and then do my chain 2. So anyways, now we're going to work inside of there. We're going to skip this. We're going to work inside of the chain 1 stitch. And we're going to do a V-stitch. So we double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet right in that chain 1 space. There's 1. We're going to move to the next. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Skip to the next. That's what I mean, where this is really nice. It's not hard to find the stitches. And yet there's lovely texture with this, and the colors sell stripes because you have the variegated yarn. So it was just really a simple pattern to work up. And I might have been able to work 2 borders with the yarn that I had, 2 rounds, but one really made it look nice, so that's where I left it. I'm going to yarn over, and then into that top chain, we're going to put our hook and work a double crochet in that last stitch there. Okay, here's row 2. That was the row that you repeat all the way through. Okay, row 1, row 2. So I'm going to work a couple more rows, just a couple, and then I'm going to show you how I did the border. Okay, I've just done 2 more rows. This is how it looks right now. Isn't that nice looking? So I'm going to turn it. Now I'm going to pretend that I'm all done and I'm working on my border. So in this corner here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work 2 double crochet together, cluster, right here in the corner stitch. So we yarn over. We have 3 loops on the hook. We're going to go through, yarn over and go through 2 loops. Now we have 2. Going to yarn over again, and we're going to go back through the stitch, yarn over, bring it through. You know, I have 4 loops on there. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, and then yarn over, go through 3 loops. That's a 2 double crochet cluster in that stitch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be working in the chain 1 space and skipping over to the space between the 2 double crochets that are together right here. And that's just a nice placement for putting our stitches to ease them along the edge. So we have our yarned over. You're going to go in the chain 1 space and yarn over, come through 2 loops, yarn over, go back through the chain 1 space, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, and yarn over through 3 loops. That's it. Now we're going to move to this space here between the 2 double crochets and do the same thing. So it's like a half of your double crochet right there, and you stop, yarn over, work half your double crochet, and you stop. Look at this. Well. I really hate that when you find that. Okay, this is just for demonstration purposes, so I am not going to worry about retying it or weaving it any special way. I'm just going to snip off that piece here so it's not too unsightly, but how about that? Anyway, so we have our 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and come through all 3 loops. And then we go to the next chain 1 space, and we're going to do our 2 double crochet together cluster right here. 1. And of course, it has to be right in the middle there. 2, and yarn over, go through all 3. And our next space is going to be here. It's just a really nice way to make things look uniform on the edge. What's hard though is on the sides. You just have to, you kind of gauge about how far apart your stitches are. And I worked, about 1.5, you might say, stitches along the sides. Just kind of ease the stitches through for each row. So for each row, sometimes I'd have 2 stitches and sometimes I'd have 1. So that's what I mean by 1.5. So, all right, I got my 2 double crochet together, this whole side. Now I'm going to do the corner yet. So we started with just 1 here in the corner. We're going to end up with 2 double crochets together. But right now, we just have the one. So it's okay, we'll finish that. So here's how it looks right now. Now I'm going to go into the corner. Okay, and we're going to, in the corner, you can either work in the space or in the corner stitch. Actually, this would be the end stitch. I'm going to work here. So we're going to do 3 2 double crochets together. We'll see if we can fit that in there. So here's 1, yarn over, and then we're going to start working up the side. 2, and the reason I do 3 is so that it helps your corner lay flat. Otherwise it'll curl on you. There's 3. Now, my next spot, I think I'm going to go right there. That looks good. So we'll just continue on with our 2 double crochet together cluster, maybe. Got my yarn tangled here. Never a failure. Here we go. Now you could either go right here or put a couple stitches right here. That's your choice. But I can put stitch here, here, here. I mean, those are nice spots as I look along the way, okay? So you can go right here. That looks like a nice spot. And then we'll go in this next big spot right here. And hang on, I'm gonna, whoopsies, whoopsies, whoopsies. I'm gonna grab some more yarn because it's starting to pull funny on me. Just to get a little bit more here. There, okay. And then we're gonna go to the next corner. We're gonna keep doing this till we get to our next corner. Working our 2 double crochet clusters. And then when we get to that corner, we're going to work our 3 2 double crochet clusters all in that same stitch. And I grabbed one extra one here. Did you see that? There we go. And then I just thought it gave it a nice little bit of texture and looked nice with this. 2, and then yarn over, go through all 3 loops. Now for your corner stitch here, this one's looks kind of big here. But we could again either work in here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work a stitch in here, a 2 double crochet, just like you would up the side, and then actually in that corner stitch itself, again, right, let's take this one here, it looks a little bit sturdier, if I can get in there. Come on. I'm going to work it, here we go. I think it'll look nice here. So let's see if we can get them all in this stitch. I couldn't get the first one in here, so I don't know if I'm going to get all of them in. Might have to rip it out. 1, 2. I think we're going to make it. Whoopsies, come on. And then 1 more. There, 3. And then we'll work one right here. Okay, so now we're at the bottom, and actually that was a dumb spot to work. I'm going to pull it out because now I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do, and that was stupid of me to just do. Okay, so remember when I talked about the big gap? Of course, that's where I stuck that first one. It's like, oh, let's stick it in the big gap. Okay, so we have this space here between our 2 double crochets, and then these are the 2 chains that we skipped, and then this is the 3rd chain we worked in. So we're going to work in to this space here between the 2 double crochets, and then we're also going to work into the chain space. So it kind of helps cover that up. So rather than go into that big unsightly loop on the bottom, we're actually going to crochet around it. See how much better that makes it look? And then we'll do this one here where we did the chain 2 spaces. And here, see we have that big loop? We're just going to work in between there, right here. So we're going to do our 2 double crochet together right here. Okay, and then 1 in the chain 2 space. So we're just going to continue like this all along the bottom. We are going to ease our stitches along the next side, just like we did on this side. We're going to take a guess and see how it looks, and if they look too wavy and too tight, we'll put them closer together, and if they look too spaced apart, or I should say too close together, we'll space them apart. If they look too spaced, we'll bring them closer together. And then I'm going to work 3 in this corner stitch, and then this is how, I just want to show you, this is how it looks so far. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna crochet up to over here, and then I'm gonna end with a slip stitch here. So I'm gonna quick crochet here, and then I'll turn the camera back on and I'll get you close to the end here, and we'll slip stitch it and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, we have worked, here's where we started. We worked along the top edge, first side, then the bottom corner, the bottom side. See how by doing this, what we did on the bottom, by crocheting over that big loop, it really makes it look the same as the top then. It just covers it up nicely. And then we work the next corner, and now we're finishing up the very last corner. And this is where we had our first 2 double crochet together. So right in this stitch, I need to work 2 more of them. So here's 1 2 double crochet cluster, and we have 1 more. And then all we're gonna do, so now this is part of the stitch. Take a look at this. It's part of the stitch. Your actual top part of the stitch is right there, not here. So we're just going to yarn over to here and gently bring this through. And that is your slip stitch that we will do. And we just cut off our yarn. You can pull it through and weave it in, and you'll have your blanket done. Don't you wish it was this fast? How many minutes or less? But it really didn't take me very long to make that other blanket. And it's just a really cute way to use up 1 yarn cake that I had left over. But you can obviously make this in a bigger blanket if you like. It's just a really nice pattern for, it's simple, it's quick, it's great for beginners. And even the 2 double crochet together, if you can double crochet, you can do this. And it just looks really cute. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And the free pattern, the written pattern, I also do have a photo tutorial, is on the website, patternprincess.com. Take care.